Fox 25, the possibility of unaccompanied minors being housed right here in Massachusetts.
Yes, the governor's saying that there is a place for them here in the Commonwealth, but since he's come out and made that statement, our two senators haven't been available to talk about this whole thing until now. Sort of. Our political reporter, Sharman Sacchetti, is here now. Explain what sort of means.
Well, you know, this is, of course, the first chance we had to talk with both Senator Warren and Senator Markey. We caught up with both of them at a news conference in Revere, and really it was our first opportunity, being members of the local media, to talk with them about some major issues that are affecting Massachusetts taxpayers, including the market basket standoff and immigration. We caught up with Senator Warren on the immigration issue, but really she just completely dodged us, and that's what I think sort of means. Have a listen.
Let me ask you about the immigration issue as well.
I'm trying to talk to the people.
Okay, so at that point, I agree to stand by and wait. And then seconds later, Senator Warren literally bolted out a side door. I had to call down the hall to her to answer my questions on immigration. It's an issue in the forefront of the news affecting Massachusetts taxpayers, and that person you saw running down the hall, that was the last member of her entourage. Just ran right past us out the door.
So never answered the question? Never
answered the question on immigration. I just said, you know, hey, I've got a couple questions on immigration. We really just want to talk to you about it. Take 2 minutes. Nothing.
Senator Markey, did he stick around?
Absolutely, he did. He stuck around and he answered all of my questions, as a matter of fact. Listen to what he told us when we asked him about unaccompanied minors and the governor's decision to temporarily house them in Massachusetts.
I think the governor has made the right decision, and I think it's important for the federal government to pay to ensure that that cost is borne by the federal government and not by the people of the state of Massachusetts. Ultimately, we will pass legislation. Ultimately, we will, work to make sure that these children without parents are not left without help, but at the same time, it's the federal government that is paying for it.
Now, he stuck around, and despite some of the gridlock in Washington, he does, as you heard him say, believe that they will at least get some sort of funding done so that Massachusetts taxpayers alone won't have to foot that bill. Of course, it would be coming from federal taxpayers, of which we are also a part of. Right.
It's amazing. These are U.S. senators from our state, a state that could house these individuals, and yet you have one who will talk with you, and the other one says no. She represents us in Washington. This is a coast-to-coast conversation that we have had for months.
It's an international issue that I think every single state is finding left at their own doorstep, and they're all having to deal with it. And we wanted to ask our Senate delegation about it, and I was surprised by the response, I have to tell you.
Let's talk about the market basket issue, because Senator Warren did respond to you as far as an answer for that.
You know, we asked her about that first and wanted to know what her thoughts about it were and whether or not she thought she might even get involved in it. Here's what she told us.
We wanted to ask your thoughts about the whole market basket situation. What are your thoughts about it?
You know, I'm really shocked that the management of Market Basket is talking about replacement workers. I think that's a terrible mistake on their part. I think that the management really risks destroying a lot of value in that company and a lot of value in having built up a workforce that treats the place like family. So I'm just really shocked.
We're talking about next week potentially starting to fire people. Do you expect?
I'm really shocked by that, and I think they're making a mistake. I just said I think they're making a mistake.
But will you get involved?
I think they're making a mistake.
All right, and then, right after that, we asked her about the immigration issue, and that's when she went the other way. Side door, took off out a side door. Senator Markey, we did ask him about as well, and he did talk with us about the market basket issue.